Hello, everybody. Welcome back. Welcome back here. Full moon. Yeah, we're gonna have some full moon, and I want to say thank you and welcome to all of you here, and welcome to the new subscribers who subscribed. What is it cooking in there? If you've been following the energies, you're working with the energies. You feeling there is two types of energies. They are more predominant right now. But since it's a full moon, you're gonna feel and gonna entering the intense emotions, the intense vibrations in there. And the reason for this is how you handle it, the intense energies. I spoke about this at the report of the full moon. If you haven't watched it. Things that today is gonna be a certain hours that kind of like the vibration is gonna go up, 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 and up. Actually, I look at the hours of 1 hour before waking up, which is that where the midheaven it's at Virgo, so you can understand it. The energies who is affecting the most, which is Gemini, Pisces, and Sag. You can see that energies in there. So, for example, if you're Pisces, how's that energy affecting you? Virgo, that it's not much, those two that not much affected in there. But the most effective is that's going to be Mars and the Sun opposing the Moon. That is the emotions, the energies, and they're going to be different from what you're experiencing the previous day. So what I'm talking about right here, it's you're going to find those energies today, a couple hours to pay attentions in there. First of all, midday, which is not going to be at noon. That is going to be when a midheaven is going to be with the Sun and Mars in there. Later on, you're going to find out 4 hours later, the Moon is going to be in that kind of like a ascendant rising in there. So the Moon is going to be rising on the horizon, but the Moon is going to be affecting you during midnight. And that energy during the midnight will not gonna allow you to sleep and not gonna allow you to do things. You need to focus with this and on your peace, because if you were able to handling the proper energies, the proper situations within you, you pass the test of handling those energies, then not evolve you. But if you're acting a negative way, destructive way, toxic way, or so on, then you still have spiritual maturity. First of all, within yourself, you to deal with in the first place, and in the second place, you to actually seeking the things inside of you. What is it going on? So that is a kind of like the quick overview, and I'm gonna bring you the chart right now so you guys can basically see what I'm talking about up here. And there he is. So I said I pulled it at the hours a little bit for it because the energy at 6 o'clock is going to be intense. As you see it, the midheaven is right here at Virgo, and that is a squaring the Sun and Mars, and at the same time it is squaring the Moon, which is tells you, hey, there's going to be a work, things that need to straighten out, things that you need to go overcome, things that needs to be healed, transformations that needs to be in order. And when we're talking about transformations to be in order, Pluto, who is right now at the last degrees of Capricorn, that transformations is going to tell you what is this all about. But you have to look at it in a subconscious to catch that energies. Go always not seeing what it is. Don't judge a book by its cover. Go ahead and read it. Dive from within. Don't judge within the primary energies you see. Go see what is there underneath. What's the real reason those surface energies that exist. That is going to help you that you look at the intense energies, but what is there underneath us? The underneath is you to be tested under those pressure energies, and you to be able to handle it, to mature, to grow. Nothing grows in a comfort zone. And if you find out those energies in there, you're going to be growing spiritually. Where does that come from, though? You see that beautiful blue line? That is the trine with Jupiter. Jupiter right now in Taurus, he's retrograde. He represents maturity, spirituality within material worlds, about finances, money related issues. But what he does? He sends you the divine energy towards Mars and towards the Sun. So talking about all with this, I'm gonna be kind of like a zipping up through the day. The energies, they're not gonna be much different than before, but you're gonna have a lot of duality. Talking about the duality between the moon and the ascendant that is right now within the Scorpio is gonna rise up, and that duality of Mars and the authority is gonna be what kind of action should I make? What kind of situation should I make? You're gonna be have those push of the triggers. You're going to facing the limitations, and you got to be thankful for facing the limitations, because they're telling you the area of growth within you. You got to be thankful about this. Still going to be working on this energies with Virgo, which is very beautiful, is that, but be mindful of what you see and what you communicate, because as I said, don't go and act only in the energy of the surface. Go deep. You're gonna find a reason what is all this. So talking about the next hour, which is that it's gonna be at 8 o'clock in the morning. The energy is gonna be a little bit better. It's gonna be like, oh my God, now I'm gonna breathe. Now this is a beautiful energy. But look at what is it underneath the surface. That intense energies there comes in and tell you, hey, look, there's a beautiful energies, but can you be able to sustain them? Can you be able to act on upon those beautiful energies? What is your triggers? Where is your imbalance? You're here to make balance. You're not here to create imbalances. But you also have to learn how to maintain balance where the energies are imbalanced. So be mindful about that. And talking about the next hour, the midheaven is going to be at Venus. That is going to be, yes, the love can balance things. The situations can be balanced. The proper communication comes in. They're all orchestrated from the universe. These situations that you have, those energies that you're experiencing right now, they're for a reason. The question is are you going to be just looking at the pressure? It's like, I don't know what to do. Or are you going to dive between the surface and see what is the purpose is? You to mature, spiritual, emotional, or energetic, or understanding the proper level of the energies and the vibrations that it comes to you, because what you emitting out of you is that what you attract. But if everyone around you it is emitting those intense energies, and you're like, they don't apply to me. So you basically can be bombarded with negative comments, negative energies, negative situations. People have internal fights within themselves. And you should not allow people who have internal fights within themselves come towards you. And that is how you're going to be able to handle those intense energies. So coming up in the next hour, which is 10 o'clock in the morning, the ascendant goes at Capricorn. You have to do this work. You have to trust these intuitions. Midheaven, it's at Scorpio. Divine energies comes in. It says like it's divine purpose. What was in your shadow, it's determining also what kind of work it's coming towards you. You're the one who has to do the work. Most of the people, they're learning how to make things happen with others, but they're forgetting to learn how the things to happen depending on myself. It's a big difference in there, studying within spirituality. So talking about the 11 o'clock in there, midheaven, it's still going to be at Scorpio. It's going to be opposing Uranus. You're going to feel like the universe is coming against you. The ascendant is squaring Venus. The love is affecting, and you're seeing the real situations there. You see the real things, but you have the proper things that you're telling yourself, which is that blue line between Mercury and Venus right now that creates this yacht. You're like, okay, it's intense, it's all right, it's a storm, just gonna go through it. It doesn't bother me. Looking at within this, the midheaven is going to help you to see the right things inside. If you haven't seen it clearly through the Scorpio season, you're going to be reminded about that the shadow is hunting you. The things are hunting you down. And right now, you have to look inside of yourself of what you are facing. Duality. Should I do? Should I not? Shame if I do. Shame if I don't. But I have to do it anyway. So here is that 12 o'clock energy. You see it right in here. This is kind of like the divine and the intense energies are at the same time. In there, there is going to be a synchronizations that comes from Aquarius. Those with things within Aquarius, you're going to find this power inside. Why? You're not only the power, you also in the solution because you taking this new approach of inside of you by looking at yourself. It is like, you know what? I cannot do in this. I cannot be engaged with this collective stuff. The collective stuff are collective stuff. I am my own different unit on myself. I can show them how I deal with it and they don't affect me. The people who's gonna be do it, that's their problem. I have my solutions for this. Is the people gonna listen to you? Probably yes, probably no. We're talking about that the moon that it's right here. As you, if you see it, then whereas I'm saying it this from, the moon has got this harmonized trine with the ascendant, the rising energies, but at the same time the ascendant is sending all these positive energies towards Mars, the Sun, and midheaven. That's your inner work, that's your authority of things that you're authorizing with yourself. And in the order of that authorizations, you're going to create the actions, which is representing Mars. And you see these divine energies right here from Jupiter. You do that harmonizations. You take that power within yourself, not to act and react on the intensity, not to be this destructive way, then the things are going to be in there. But if you choose this destructive way, your emotions going to be very low. Your vibrations is going to be very low. And you're going to find the restrictions in there, destructions in there, which is Saturn does. Just to show you how destructive you are. Learning in this lessons in there. But if you learn the proper energies, you can be taking at this energies of synchronizations and deal with the universe. But right now, the universe is supported by who? By Venus and Mercury, as I said. Talk, communicate with love. All right, so talking about the next hour, midheaven is going to be with Mercury. Speaking of this, be mindful what you're saying in there. All right, that duality of should I say the things or should I say this toxic energies, toxic messages, and so on, or I should have said everything with love, so that way it can be. Here's something interesting you guys can learn is that this square right here with Neptune, how it's resolved. Mercury and the midheaven, your internal work, expressing that love back into the universe. And it's like, universe, thank you so much. I appreciate it. I'll learn it. And thank you so much for the love. That love is going to be going into maintain the balance, the inner peace inside of you, which is Venus at Libra. And that energy is going to come down right in here to Neptune instead of fights. You take the green light of evolution. You're going up. Otherwise, these red lines there, like you're waiting on the traffic light to change, but the traffic light doesn't change. It always stays in red because they tell you until you're not peaceful, can't move forward. And maybe some of you is going to learn how to be peaceful. Hopefully, not create anything that they're not supposed to. And we're talking about the next hour, which is that's going to be at 2 o'clock. Chiron is going to be at the horizon in there opposing Venus. You probably have something to do with healing love. Love from within you, love for the parents, love for these energies. Because right now you can see this could be a lot of family fight in there, mother, father, son situations in there, and what the restrictions are. Be mindful about those energies in there because they can create unpleasantful moments. So look at it. Ask questions that makes the people to question themselves. For example, is it okay the way you act and react right now? Is that help you or help us? Ask yourself when you see people who are agitated or aggravated and so on with that. So talking about in the next hour, the inner work, it has to be done. I mean, to look at it within this, the ascendant is in Taurus, and it's very much connecting with Uranus in there. The universe just brings you that love. As long as you acting and reacting on that, you overcome this. That inner work pressure that it needs to be done is gonna be done. How? Everything goes through the universe. When the universe sees that you did your work, there's gonna be no pressures about that love. Job well done. But if you did not, you're gonna feel the pressure like you didn't did what is supposed to do within your soul. Have you expressed the truth within your soul, within you? Hopefully you did. And here, as we're talking about that midheaven, there is that Aquarius, that resolving the solution. Now you have the solution. You saw the solution. You see the solution. That innovations, taking new approach, taking it the new energies into the next level. And when you see that inside of you, you find the peace. You choose peace. You choose love. Okay? You choose the masculine grow. You not did like your presidents did before, like your parents, grandparents, grandparents, and go down the road that was passing through. You don't see all this going around within creating all this. You found a solution. This is why you're here. And talking about those energies of that, you're gonna find that the energy is flowing within the air. You're gonna feel it within. The love's gonna be at so much focus within the kids. You're doing this for the future generations, not only for yourself, not only to heal the past, but you're doing that work on the current present moment, guys. You benefit everything for the future if the people choose what you did. But how they gonna choose what you did? It needs to be told. It needs to be shared. And that's what Mercury and Venus right now did, and that sextile with that yacht. So talking about the next hour, the ascendant is gonna be at Cancer. We're talking about this Cancer energies for a while. It's been talking about the midheaven is together with Saturn. Those limitations, this red light, and they're still red, still doesn't let you go, still is not doing it, still blocking that intuitions. Why? Because you're forcing your intuitions of thinking within the duality. You have not learning of the previous hours what it needs to be done. But as you see it, how it tells you to get to the green light. You have to go within the family. You have to go and grow. And that's going to give you the green light, the growth, the personal growth within the mysteries behind the veil, the mysteries inside of you. Then you're going to find that you had personal blockages or situations or so on. It was within you. It wasn't about others. It was about you. That energy that represents itself, it is about you. Well, you fix the things are going, right? Midheaven is with Neptune, beautiful divine energies here with Venus, very beautiful yachts, power goes on, but still in the family there is something about love. And this is why you have to determine that energy in the family that it has to be spoken, which is his Mercury. Mercury sends that energy to Uranus, and Uranus shifted back to Venus. Because a lot of the people need to understand attention seeking, indulgement, or doing some kind of like this intellectual games playing just to get attention and love, whatever you think love is, as money or as an indulgence, has to stop, because that doesn't help the people to grow maturity. Because later on, the people who are immature, they are having issues. Are you one of these people who's have the issues? Probably have something in there. And we're talking about this Leo's energy at this time for it. It's already 8 p.m. That energy is going to be tricky. The moon right now, it is facing this energy with Aries that helps out into the fire signs. And if you're the fire signs, you calm down the storm from within, you gain the wisdom. But if not, you lack the growth and you lacked that powerful transformation inside of you. So if you have fire signs, you did your work, I'm with you. And good luck with this. Okay. So talking about that 9 p.m. Energies here, midheaven, it's with the North Node. What are you doing it right now is going to affect the future. Okay. Pluto right now is squaring the knots in Venus. But if you look here, the universe is help you how to get through this. All right. So Pluto, it is connecting with Neptune. Neptune is connecting with Uranus, which is your deep transformations that it's coming from Mars and the Sun. They are going through a transformation process. The transformation process gives a new way of seeing. You see beneath the surface. That beneath the surface is bring you into the universe. You see something more out there, and that sends you to the love. And you resolve things from the past. Okay? And all those things from the past, they are going into that visions. You transform those masculine energies. Okay? And those masculine energies are coming and they resolve the growth inside of you. And at the same time, that love that it's right here, through the powerful communications, is resolve the things with your inner work and the destiny, the karma that you have to do right now instead of opposing. It's a lot of inner work. Some of you maybe feel under pressure of doing a lot of inner work, but let me tell you, the more you do it, the better it gets, the easy it gets, because you gonna have the inner peace inside of you that you did what you're supposed to. All right, so talking about this 10 o'clock energies, guys, as you see it right in here, divine it's coming, divine lessons, the end of the Leo seasons. That was a lot of divine learning. But for those who has not learned, they cannot go. They're still in this blockages of upcoming energies. You can work with those new energies. And some of you feel like, what's going on? Have you changed? Have you done? Are you in the peace? Are you in the love? How can you want to bring inside a paradise if you have a war inside of you and you're trying to get into the paradise? You want to be destroying the paradise as an energy within yourself, because you are in a war within you. But if you have the paradise energies within you, you bring in the paradise to others. Wisdom. And here is that energy of 11 o'clock in there. Just beautiful. Beautiful. If you paid attention right now, the ascendant is right here, where the midheaven was at 6 o'clock in the morning. You're going to be doing that review in there of that 6 o'clock in the morning. You're going to get into this energies in there. Midheaven is very close to Uranus, that divine energies, the universe. It is the highest point at this time from within. The moon is still gonna have this oppositions with the sun, but it's gonna be fading out. And talking about an hour later, you gotta be very careful how you perceive that energies because the midheaven is going to the Gemini. If you have not finished the work of today, you're not gonna have peace. You're gonna be tossed and turned. You keep those energies in there as you see those red lines right here. You see like I could have not done it. I'm a soul like this. I'm a soul like that, and so on and so on. Don't beat yourself up if you didn't did that inner work. If you are afraid to dive in deep into those energies to see what the real reason is. But you gotta be thankful that those energies came to you so you can see what you need to work on it. And that ascendant for Virgo is gonna be helping you and telling you what this is. That right now you need to mature spiritually in the material world and respect that there is a forces beyond our realm of understanding, which is the universe, into the material world, so we can become a better personality, better from within, for a better society that comes. So that's what it was, the astro gravitational report, guys. Thank you so much for watching, and come back tomorrow for another daily astro gravitational report, guys. Be love.